Yo, what's up, guys? This your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X. Welcome to College Football 26. How you guys doing? Before we jump into the video, make sure you visit my website, KoolAidMan100X.com. You get custom ebooks made by me. Also, if you want one-on-one coaching with your boy Kool-Aid Man 100X, that'll be available on my website as well. So we're going to be jumping into it. We're going to be looking into the Georgia offensive playbook. We're going to be looking at Gun Trey open, HB strong. We're going to be looking at a play called H motion mesh post. So we're going to be having a little bit of a breakdown to see how this play actually run for us and make it a little bit more for us to run. So for this motion play too, we actually want to identify what the play actually gives us. So it gives us a nice little wheel route on the left side of the field. We got two drags that actually potentially stops. And also we got a nice little pass right out of there. What I like to do here, just run the play stock and see what it actually gives us on the offensive side of the ball. So we see here we get a split there, but sometimes those drags actually stop and we get the post across the middle of the field too as well. So we actually seeing how the play actually run with routes that we see men ran. So we see here that we got those outside runs that we want to actually utilize too as well. So we actually see here what we have to identify too as well. So the drags is going to be mainly our complementary type of thing to throw to first, but we got this running back going out this outfield a little bit more better. So we actually got him coming in. I think our key throw is going to be this post route across the middle of the field, because I already know they're already putting two people on the outside here automatically with that safety in that corner too as well. So basically you just want to focus on the drags. What I like to do is put triangle on a flat route too, but sometimes the motion might take long with an audible. If you do put this in an audible, you're going to be able to hit this flat a little bit more easier anytime that you want. So that's what I would do for a quick adjustment too as well. What I like to do, sometimes those drags actually potentially stop. So let's see. Do some of these drags stop? So no, they don't, but I really wouldn't trust in the situation that you're throwing. So what I like to do here too is just re-drag both of the drags. So now you're seeing the drags actually drop down a little bit lower. Then we can also put the running back in a flat route if we want to, or we can put them in a blocking situation because we already got the two drags underneath that we can hit anytime that we want, and also have the wheel route coming from the left side within motion. So let's say sometimes the motion does not work in this situation, so we always got underneath to throw. As you see here, we can actually hit those drags a little bit more faster. So we're seeing when we add these two drags and put our running back in the block in this situation, you get a little bit more versatility in the run. So now that you're seeing here, we can see this square open a little bit more better for that just quick adjustment to get us a nice touchdown. So we understanding how this play actually works, and we can add a little bit more versatility to it. So now we re-drag him and we put him in a block. So let's say if we don't want to add him. So let's say if the wheel route is being guarded a little bit tough. So what can we do to complementary that? So what I like to do here too is like work on different plays that I like to put in, insert. So for R1 in this situation, we got choices of routes that we want to do. In this instance, I'll probably choose a cross in this situation because we already got drag routes underneath. So why not just attack the middle of the field to take those middle linebackers out to play, so that actually opens up the drags a little bit more. So we're actually seeing the drags are being opened up more because we're testing the middle of the field. We're actually forcing them a little bit more. So now that we see here, so now that we have this type of situation, we're actually adding that slip cross. So now we're taking that linebacker out to play. So now we got these drags a little bit more. So let's say if we want to touch the 30 even more. So let's say if we want to re-drag them both as we do, and we want to put him in a post situation. So now we got him in a post. So now let's try to see how they react when we back up those linebackers. Who would they actually have to guard? So now we actually put in this situation where these linebackers really have to take into consideration where to guard. Let's take a look at that in the instant replay and stuff like that to give us a little bit more idea on how the play is actually ran. So now we utilized putting a post up there, right? So now we actually utilizing what we can actually play with. So now we got the drags underneath, but what is this post doing? So now we understanding what did this post do? So it actually guards in the slot. The post is not affecting this linebacker. So that's what we want. It's not affecting, but it's affecting the inner body, the safety, everything else is being affected on this particular play. So if you look at it from the receiver standpoint here, what is the receiver looking at? You know what I'm saying? He's looking at the quarterback to see how the quarterback is actually being thrown, correct? So now we see an understanding like, okay, now we understand like, oh, we can get a body on the inside because that linebacker here is being occupied with the drags. So the drags is the ones that's occupying the middle linebacker. So this depending on if he's using. So we have to take in the mind of that. A lot of people use the middle linebacker. Trust me, I know one. So in this instance, we had a 2 parallel type of play here. So we got 2 posts, we got 2 drags underneath, and we blocking the running back. So now we understanding like, okay, the middle linebacker is being occupied, so we can actually test pass lead down and actually test that type of situation. So now we got 2 adjustments out of this situation now. So now we got the 2 adjustment that we can do a redrag here, easy redrag, and we can put them in a flat with this adjustment for our first adjustment. Now we got this. Now we can actually put him in a post here. Put R1 in a post and block our running back for our second adjustment. So now we got 2 adjustments out of just this one play that we can do. So now we got the inside pass. We already got him occupied and he comes right underneath to get that first catch. So let's say if we want to switch it up a little bit, you know, even more. So see if we can get a third adjustment out of this formation. So what I like to do here is actually add a little bit more theory. So this is a tight formation, right? So let's say if we test the theory of going outside of this tight formation. So let's say if we want to put him, let's see if the choices that we have speed out, streak, curl, we have curl, slant, anything. So we got a little bit more versatility that we can work with. So let's say if I want to put him in a zig here, right? And I want to put X in a zig and I want to put R1 in a slant in this situation. And I want to block the running back. So what will this actually in detail how the defense actually reacts to this? So we actually want to identify this. So now we got 2 short patterns that we have to throw. We got extra blocking with the running back. Now we have a slant going across the middle of the field. The linebackers have to identify, not including we're actually taking both of the safeties away with that post with circle. We have not changed circle yet, which is surprising. So now we actually attacking the sidelines better. See, I just play ads. So let's look into the instant replay and see what this actually gives us. So now we back up and see it from a quarterback view. So now we're seeing like, okay, we can attack both of the zig routes automatically, as you see here. So now the post is going to be open too as well, because we got that slant underneath. They drop down to guard that slant. So we got the post wide open too as well. The zig is going to be here open. Then underneath for this slant, because this slant is occupying all the linebackers and dropping down for the safety. So now this slant is actually adding a little bit more confusion than what we expected. So let's go back now. So now we have our first adjustment here. So we got our first adjustment is redragging him, right? Then we block him. This is our first adjustment. Then our next adjustment, we want to put him in a post, block the running back too. Block the running back here. And this is our second adjustment. Our next adjustment is putting both of them in zig routes and put him in a slant. This is our third adjustment. So we got 3 adjustments out of this one formation that you can run for any time that you can utilize this play. Simple and easy. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.